Hi, this is the Delkin Fat Gecko suction mount. It's designed to stick onto any smooth surface using these couple of large suction pads here. You simply put it down and do that, and it locks it very firmly into place. So it's a very useful piece of kit. It allows you to adjust the camera to all kinds of angles and so on, but it does have one major design flaw insofar as, just get that off there. We can just show you this. This is actually the mounting surface. It's got a 1/4 inch thread on here and a little locking ring. Now, I was extremely doubtful about actually getting a substantial camera, camera like this Sony Z5, which is fairly heavy, and mounting it onto this just using that one little screw and that tiny locking ring, especially given the fact of where we're expecting to use this. If I'm going to stick this onto the outside of my car and drive down a bumpy road at 40 or 50 miles an hour, I'm not going to be very happy about using that. So, which really either limits me to using a very lightweight camera, or I decided to come up with an alternative solution. So what I did, I bought one of these devices, and this is a very standard quick release plate. This one is a Manfrotto 200 PL. One slight problem had to overcome. This has got a 3/8 diameter female thread in it. This has got a 1/4 inch male thread. So clearly we're not going to get a connection made there. So I needed one other little device, and that was this thing here. This is a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch adapter. So we just need to simply screw that onto the top of the mount like that. That's about down there. Then I'm able to screw on the, I can do it without dropping the thing. So just screw that onto there. Let's just make sure obviously that this isn't proud on the top there, and we have got a decent amount of a bite on that. Underneath here we can see the locking ring, and I can now really tighten that down so that it's absolutely solid on there. Let's just square that up a little bit. Right. Next part of the job is to get one of these. This is the matching camera plate that goes with the Manfrotto 200, and I can simply fix that into the bottom of the camera as you would if you were putting it on your tripod. So just insert there, should go the right way around. That's it. I can do that up nice and tight, take that out of the way, and we can now pop that on there, and we can do up the additional little locking pin. And as you can see, we've now got a really good solid mount for my camera. Let's take that off. I would now be quite happy to actually mount that horizontally, like so, knowing that I've got all that nice extra surface area there which is bound tightly against the camera. It's going to prevent it rotating. The one little thing I probably would do is perhaps just run in a little bit of Loctite industrial super glue around the adapter thread there to make sure that's absolutely solid in there and can't overcome a drift. This gives me another big benefit, because it means if I want to switch my camera from, say, the Gecko mount over there onto my tripod there, perhaps onto my monopod over here, I can do so without having to constantly keep screwing and unscrewing things out of here. It's all working on exactly the same quick release system. It also means then, if I've got an additional plate available, I can pop one onto the bottom of a camera, and I can then mount that onto the Gecko mount quite easily and quickly without damaging any of my equipment. Just to demonstrate, there we are, a bit of confidence in what I'm proposing. There's the Gecko mount suctioned onto the patio door with the camera mounted completely horizontally, and I'm happy with that. That's going to be much more stable than that tiny little locking ring. Have fun.